Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller. So I promise I don't wear the same shirt every day. I'm making all these videos in one day. Today is kind of my one day to make content for the week. And I have a lot that I'd love to show you, but I have to go ahead and just make it. And I know I could schedule these out, but it's fine. I'm just going to post them all today. I just watch what you can. I know it's like a lot in one day, and then you barely hear from me for the next. Wednesday, I have to go pick up my mom at the airport, and since I have to drive all the way to Denver anyway, I'm thinking that I'll just go ahead and try to go by Monday night or Tuesday, turn it into a business trip where I go to the bins all day, shop, and then just pick her up. So then I will drop her off, and then I will stay at least one day and try to go to garage sales this coming Friday. I have plans with my son. We're going to go hit the garage sales really hard. It was hard on both of us because we know how many garage sales we missed in Denver this week. And I found good stuff. Everything that I've showed you today on these hauls, it's great stuff. So I shouldn't even be thinking about it, but I've been to that garage sale on a Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock and found a $400 hat before. Like, does that happen every week? No, but once every summer, if you garage sale a lot or shop a lot, you're going to find something. And so I'm always thinking, well, this could have been the Saturday I found that hat, or I found that, rare thing. And so it's hard for me when I can't go. But I did good yesterday. I honestly just caught up on work. It entered my mind a few times, I'm not going to lie, but not much. So I still have bags of bin stuff that I haven't even showed you, so I have no business shopping some more. There was one little tiny garage sale in our little tiny town, and I did get a couple things, so I will show you that. All right, let's go ahead and let me show you what I am doing. All right. So first on my video, the one right before this, I talked about consignment and everything. And I had thrown a bunch of stuff in a bag really quickly, took it to consignment. I'm very happy with the results. You can go look at that video. But there were some things that I really should not have put in there because they're good for eBay. It wouldn't have mattered to me. First of all, I can't even remember what I sold or they took. I know that I'm missing a pair of Banana Republic New Tags pants. Could I have gotten $25 on eBay? Probably. But for whatever I sold, I got, like I said, the $150 plus $25 at the other store. So I'm okay. But I did go back through everything again before I consign it to the Wyoming store. And I pulled out 5 things that are worth 20 or above that I'm just going to list on eBay today. And then I do have my bag out in the car. It's good stuff that I'm going to take to the consignment store on Monday or Tuesday when I go through. So the first thing I pulled is this Talbot's medium. The only thing I have against it is that it is a medium. Otherwise, I would always grab a Talbot's linen shirt I like XL and above. I just think it flips immediately. But this still has a really good sell-through rate, considering it's a medium. And I'm going to mark mine lower to get mine to sell faster. So I'll probably put mine at about $21, $22 plus shipping. So I pulled that out. Then Cachet is a really good brand. And this does not have a 100% sell-through rate. But mine is a size 10. And it's just a really pretty summer floral dress. So I think that if I see people selling Cachet dresses for $40. I think if I put mine at like $27 plus shipping, mine will flip fast. And I'm willing to take 20 and above. That's a really nice dress. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this for eBay. My ultimate goal is to have my 100K net on eBay. I've talked about that in many videos. So I don't want to consign stuff that I think I can turn around pretty quickly on eBay. Then I actually found this exact shirt. It's a Madewell. This is a medium, and that's why I kind of was just going to consign it. But I found this exact shirt, and they have kind of, off shoulder. They have some key words in there and they're sold for like $25. So I'm going to put mine on there. I don't know what size theirs was. If theirs was a bigger size, then I'll come down in price, but I know I can get above 20 on this. And then I found this exact cloth and stone jumper. See, I guess it's all about the keywords, right? Like I'm old-fashioned or I'm older. So I would call this like a jumpsuit or a pantsuit. And there's nothing wrong with those. I found this based on putting in pantsuit. But the actual word that seemed to be in the ones that sold was like a wide leg crop, something. Let me go look it up here. I got it in my drafts. Whenever I find something that I have and I'm going to list it, I save it to my drafts so that I can remember the keywords. Especially if I'm at the bins, because I'm looking up too much stuff at once. Let me come down here and tell you the one that sold for a decent amount of money. I want to say $40. Cloth and Stone Anthropology Strapless Jumper Romper, and theirs was green, mine's gray, medium frayed crop. So see, that's where I just have to get better at copying other people until I learn what I'm doing. And I mean, I know a lot of stuff, especially Western stuff, but this, I just kind of picked it up, thought that'll be good for consignment, and it never entered my mind to look up and see if this could be like a $40 item. And then same on the Torrid dress. In the one that sold for them, they have Torrid floral and snake skin print, purple pleated chiffon skater dress. Plus size. Now, I'll put my title in a different order. I would do Torrid dress, women's, the size, and then go on with all those keywords. I'm just figuring out the whole skater dress thing, and then pleated chiffon. See, I would not have put that, and that's brilliant. I mean, and then I will probably put lined somewhere. If I have room, I'll put lined. But this dress should sell for about $30. I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. So I'm definitely going to be a lot more careful next time when I consign. I don't care what they took. It was stuff I paid pennies for, but still. This is another thing. And the thing is, I think maybe it got old and my husband got rid of it. I don't know. But my husband has one of these up in his closet. His is green. And I had no idea. Like, we're cheap, so we do treat ourselves, and we have nice clothes for church on Sunday and stuff. But he has no business having a $40 shirt, right? So, anyway, I guess that in this Royal Robbins, and this is a bolo, in this Royal Robbins brand, which is not necessarily a huge bolo, but they can sell for decent amounts. I hope, let me see if I want to see what I'm showing you. Can you see it's hard to describe, but it has this it's a subtle check print is almost what it looks like, but it's puckered and it has a modal feel. So the name on these, I found out after my husband has wore one for literally 2 years, it's a men's pucker, desert pucker. So if you look up Royal Robbins men's desert pucker shirts, these sell for a lot more than just a button front Royal Robbins. And so here, now I would know this a mile away, because not only does my husband have a green one, but it makes sense to me now, just I can see it. And so, you know, this one, this is a large, so, and I'm sure his is, because that's the size he wears, so he is not getting this one. This one should sell pretty easily for $25 and maybe even $30, because it's a really pretty blue. So those are the things. After I sorted everything from the last video, I sorted everything out, and that's what I kept. All right, so that's going to eBay. Let's get back to our haul, because I've got to get this laundry going. I'm just doing so many other things. I've got to get the laundry going, guys. All right. I do look at all the robes that I possibly can at the bins. It's a heavy purchase. Like, this robe probably cost me $6 in bins weight. It's probably about a 3-pound robe. But I found Polo Ralph Lauren robes before. Some of the vintage Eddie Bauer can be worth money. So I always just kind of check out the robes. And this is a TJ Lawford robe. And it's got the belt. That's always the problem, is the belt is down here. That's always the problem, is does the robe or does the belt get separated from the robe? And then I don't think it's worth near as much. But these TJ Lawford robes have a decent following, and this is a men's, well, one size. And so I can't remember my comps, but I know it was over $30 for me to be willing to pay $6. So I'm going to get this listed on eBay after it gets all cleaned up and everything. All right, then this I picked up. This is going to be the start of my consignment at a sports store. It's almost like a, you know, the one where you donate the baseball bats in big city, not donate, but you consign the baseball bats. Sports, I can't think of the name, but there's a privately owned one in Wyoming that does cycling jerseys. They do bikes, you know, you can do any kind of sports equipment they want, but they also do like swimming and ski stuff. And so I don't think this is worth any money on eBay. I will look it up again now that I have more time, but that's going to go to the not Sports Authority. Anyway, it's going to go to the sports place. I can't think of a name. Same with these. I'm going to take these, I'm going to look these up first because I do sell some cycling shorts, padded bike shorts, for a decent amount of money. So I'm going to look up these Alchemist ones, but if they aren't worth enough money on eBay, I'm going to consign to that sports store. And what I'm trying to do is I think that I can take 20 items a week there too. So when I'm going through this town, I'll drop off my 25 clothing consignment items, and then if I can find 25 kind of more like, especially this summer at garage sales, baseball gloves, bats, golf clubs, stuff at garage sales that I'm picking up for nothing but I don't want to sell online. Sorry guys, there's so much bin stuff in here. I noticed that you know, I've got to rotate this stuff out sooner and then wash my hands a lot, so I've been doing that. It's the chemical they put on it. It really, it gets me. But anyway, so those might go to consignment. I'm not sure yet. Then I'm not quite sure why I picked this up. I think it's really pretty, don't get me wrong. I actually like Anna and I love this shirt, but it's a small, so it won't fit me. And I guess I just picked it up thinking maybe it would be a good consignment piece in the winter, but I still am not trying to do even Anna or Old Navy or any of those. So I guess I just was distracted. I don't know why I picked that up, honestly. I do not know. All right, let's see what this is. Okay, this is a Lucky brand. I am starting to realize that if I wait just a short period of time, Lucky brand, especially the snap ones, the pearl snap, do real good for me. This is a pearl snap. So I'm going to start just waiting a little bit longer on some things, you know. In the past, I would have taken an $18 offer. I'm going to try to get $22, $25 on this. This is a men's large, and it's a nice check pattern. So this is going to go to eBay and get that going. All right, this is a new at Tags Nordstrom sweater. And it's just Nordstrom large. I did not even look it up. They have Blue Europe stamped Fair Isle on this. And it's a very, very cute sweater. I picked up way too much winter stuff this trip, guys. So what I'm going to do is look this up on eBay. I don't know what a normal Nordstrom sweater goes for. I think it's just like, it's not acrylic. What is this? Oh, Pima cotton. So that's a little bit better. Oh, and merino wool. It has like 5% merino wool, so that helps. So I'm going to look that up, see if in the winter that's an eBay thing. If not, I'll put it in my sweater consignment pile. Okay. Then this item is a fringe leather western coat. Now, this is where my knowledge versus my friend's knowledge up the street really differs. This has no tag. I'm going to double check before I give it to him, but it has no tag. And, oh, you know, I lied, but I already promised it to him. So unless this is worth $1 million, then I will charge up for him. But anyway, this is, what is this? Trago's Western. So I got to look that up. If this is a $500 jacket, he's not getting this. But anyway, I took a picture of this because we worked together. He came over and helped me on that jewelry tremendously, like gave me keywords I wouldn't have thought of, and you know, and it's just out of my skill set to be selling that jewelry at all. So anyway, right here it has a leather stain, a stain in the leather, and I don't know how to treat leather or wash leather. I know you can get it dry cleaned, so if I really, like if this is a real expensive piece, I'll just take it and skip him and get it dry cleaned. But I took a picture and I said, hey, you know, this leather, this fringe coat has no tag, because I was in a hurry and looking right there, which on coats I should know that it's always down here. Anyway, it has some real kind of issues. You know, it's not in the best of condition, even on the back. But his store, I guarantee you he'll sell this for 150 bucks. I don't care if I find out this is a $2 item on eBay. He has the whole Western store, the hat bar. It's called a hat bar, and you can get your hat cleaned and your band put on it and all this stuff. So he will get a pretty penny for this. But now, now I gotta look it up. So I asked him, hey, this is unbranded, do you want it? And he's like, yeah, I want that fringe coat. So I kind of owe him for coming over and, you know, doing all that jewelry. He took like an hour of his time, so I'll probably be nice, but it'll hurt more if I know it's worth money. All right, this is a tool. I don't normally pick up this brand. It is a Stitch Fix brand. I will look it up, but it's brand new with tags, and it's gorgeous, and so I just got it for consignment, I think. If it were winter, I would try to take it this week and see what happened with it. But I'm going to put this in my consignment pile if it's not worth money for the, you know, for 2 months from now. In August, if I remember right from last year, it all depends on the weather. I quit taking shorts and I kind of moved more to like long sleeves but lightweight kind of in the beginning of August, because that's what they're trying to gear up for. And then definitely, excuse me guys, I ate fast for lunch. I'm in a hurry, so I ate my food too fast. Then in September, all this stuff goes. And so it sounds like, you know, a long way away, but I take a vacation in August with my husband. It's usually about 2 weeks that he's off. So we try to travel as much of that as I can be away. And then, you know, you come back and it's time to start consigning winter things. And I start I'm going to list, if that's worth money, I'll list it right now. I list all seasons, but definitely by August, I need to start having coats listed. So if that's worth money, I'll get it listed. All right, then this is We the Free, and this is really cute. I'm going to try to figure this out on Google Lens because it's asymmetric, you know, what this is. It's actually a large. You know, I'm not a Free People person. It's normally kind of too weird and trendy for me, but you know, but since it's cropped, it would actually fit a short person. So, but I don't like big baggy shirts. I just think it makes me look heavier. I know younger people, or maybe more stylish people, I should say, not necessarily younger, can do that. But anyway, I'm going to check this out, see if I can Google Lens it and figure out the exact style name, or look at the RN number. That felt like it, you know, it would have a style name and be kind of a, not a editor's pick necessarily, but just something good. Now this is J. Jill. This is merino wool. It's a wherever collection shirt that's merino wool. So I'm going to go ahead and get this listed and try to get about 24 for it. It is a size large. It's way too long for me, but I do like it. All right, got that bag done. Just for those of you who didn't catch the first video, the first day I spent $101. The second day at the bins, I spent $148. I had very low expenses otherwise. My son and I split a hotel. He bought all my food for 2 days, and I got the hotel. So that was a big, you know, savings since he wanted to come with me and do his work, and so we just split it. So that was a cheap thing. So that would have cost me about $65 more for my tour. I only stayed one night, but I got tons of shopping out of it. So I do have that expense, though. All right, let's look here. I don't like to cut my trash bags because I do reuse them. I take everything out of these trash bags, and then when I'm at the bins, I do it again. It just helps me keep track of what I've looked through, because if I use too many IKEA bags, first of all, let me tell you that story real quick, guys. Okay, so long story short, 4 weeks ago I'm at the bins. I have a bucket that came from the bins that has a rope around it. It's like a milk crate with a belt around it. A lot of, you know, when you go to the Denver bins, you can get a cart now. You don't have to resign your license like you did. So I always get a cart, but when you're out dragging it around trying to pick stuff from the bins, they don't like your cart near the bins because it would just be too crowded. So that's understandable. So when you walk in, if you're early enough, you get a tub or a bunch of buckets that they have there. And so I always try to get one. So this time I happened to get a milk crate with a belt on it. So I'm going through my day. I don't know if I was there 2 or 3 days. I don't know. But I filled it up. It all worked great. And then one time I turned around and it was just gone, my crate. And I did have stuff in there. I can't remember for the life of me what I had. I know I had some smart wool socks, but they were unmatched. So, you know, whatever. If they want those, fine. It wasn't something I could have sold used anyway. I would have taken them to consignment. So I can't remember. It seems like my bucket was full and overflowing, but I can't remember. It was my fault because I stepped away. I didn't just go up like a bin. I was, you know, too far away, and I'm not too trusting as a rule. I'm pretty like, you know, I'm somewhat street savvy. I did not mean to leave my bucket. I know people at the bins will take stuff if the opportunity arises. So I blamed myself. I didn't tell anybody or get mad at anybody or anything. I did see the guy later with my milk crate and the belt, and I did say something to him. I'm like, you know, I don't know. I said something about, you know, hey, you know, that was mine. I hope you didn't dump my stuff out. But, you know, whatever. He might have been the third person to get it, so I probably shouldn't have said anything at all. So now come to this week. And so I was a little miffed about that. I've been covering my stuff with blankets, you know, being the real suspicious person, like covering my whole blue cart with blankets as if someone's trying to come get my stuff. And I hate doing that because I don't think as a rule that that's true at the bins. But so this week I have my own IKEA bag, like my personal IKEA bag that I brought in there. So it's my property. And same thing, only this time it was like literally within a few feet of me. It wasn't on some other aisle. I didn't forget I had it. I just was digging and turned my back. And when I turned around, it was gone. And I could not at the time remember what I had, but I was miffed. So, because how can I dig in the bins if I have to like strap that to my back, you know? And my shoulder is injured, so that's why I didn't carry it on my shoulder, because the weight of that gets heavy. And I'm short, so just piling those big stacks of clothing like some people do on your shoulders, I'm jealous that they can somehow have like 100 items stacked on their shoulders and still dig for more. But I can't do that physically. I just can't figure out how to keep it there, you know? And so I had it by my feet. Everyone does that there. There's a guy, he's got, you know, a crew. I'm not saying in a bad way. He's a smart businessman. He has a crew, and he'll just see stuff and throw it under the bins. And I wouldn't dare touch his pile. I'd be afraid to death to go sort through his pile. I know it's his pile, and so I wouldn't touch it. And so anyway, I went up to the assistant manager first, and I'm like, you know, hey, I need you to figure out who took my thing. It was literally right next to me. So anyway, he's like, well, I'm not a manager. And so he got the manager, and then the manager, he's 0 to 50 anyway, this guy. I've seen him interact with other people, and I've had one, I don't know what was my interaction with him. Sometime in the 2 or 3 years I've been there, I had some other interaction with him, and he's just like a hothead. You know, he goes from 0 to 50. So anyway, I'm like, okay. So I went up and told him, and he was not happy. He's like, well, I have other things to do besides this. So I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking he's not going to help me. So anyway, I was going to call like the Goodwill thing in Denver, which is dumb because they don't help you. The one time I called last time, the lady's like, have a blessed day. And I left my message. They never call you back. You know, to them, you're just like, you both had your hand on something, and so you're mad because you didn't get it, and you're just calling to make a fuss. And I would never do that. I don't fight with people at the bins. If they grab it from me faster, then whatever. So anyway, but this, I just was like, I'm thinking, how am I going to shop ever? If someone is like, when it's right, you know, behind my feet here, or, you know, one bin to the side, how can I shop? Because there's too many people to keep it with you. You know, it's a crowd of people sometimes in Denver, so people put their bucket right behind them or whatever. So I was pretty miffed about, like, how do I shop from now on? Like, how am I going to do that if someone feels free to just right when I'm distracted digging, they take my thing? So I went up to the manager. So unbeknownst to me, he went and did look at the security camera, because I'm like, listen, you know, how am I supposed to shop? What do you want me to do here? And then he was a hothead, so I got kind of miffed at him. So I spoke up a little bit, and then he must have felt like, okay, this woman's crazy. So he went and he did find who it was. And it's, you know, this guy, I've seen him there many times. So anyway, he walked the guy over. So the guy comes over with nothing in his hands. He comes over, and I'm like, I want my stuff back. And so, you know, he's kind of like, well, you left it. I was helping the staff clean up. And I'm like, oh, so you threw it back in the bins? And you could tell. So he took it. He didn't help the staff clean up by, you know, that's a crazy story. Like, I could see if I left it unattended and everybody's cleaning up, or the staff threw it back. And that's actually what I thought had happened at first. Then I realized after I talked to the staff that they didn't put it back. So anyway, I said, I want my stuff back. So he walked all the way back and got my stuff, and he brings all the coats, and it was pretty much, as far as I can tell, everything I had dug. I mean, I don't know. He probably kept a few things, knowing this guy. So anyway, he didn't bring my IKEA back, and I'm like, I want my bag back. And he was really hesitant. He did 90% of this to get my IKEA bag. And I'm like, you know, those cost $1.50. I would have given you one. And I've given many people at the bins an IKEA bag, because it seems to be this thing that they don't realize literally costs $1.50 at IKEA. And I have like a bunch of them, because I used to store my inventory in IKEA bags on my shelves. And, you know, it didn't work in the end. They were too collapsible. But those things never break or tear. I mean, you have to use them for a long time before you have to throw one away. So I have way too many. And I've had people come up to me at the bins and, hey, how you doing? Oh, I like your IKEA bag. And I just give them one. I know that they're hoping that that's what's going to happen. So I just hand them one. So anyway, all this guy had to do was say, you know, I really admire you for carrying IKEA bags. And I would have handed him one. But anyway, I was pretty miffed. So you know, half of me is type A, and I want to make like this big video, because Goodwill never calls you back. Like, when you do call and say, hey, listen, you know, like, he took my personal property, I just want you to know that this is an issue here or something, you know, they never call you back. They're thinking I'm just like trying to, you know, make trouble over stuff that was in the bins and fighting over that, and that's not it at all. But anyway, so that's my story. I think because the manager went and got him, and it was all the way on the other side, and walked him over, and I think maybe that guy won't do it again, at least. And I hate having to stand up for myself. I mean, compared to the age of most of the people there, I'm like the old lady. I truly am. You know, I'm not saying there aren't some people about my age, but normally I am the oldest person in the building. As far as staff, as far as everybody, I am the old person there doing it. And so you would think you would just target someone else, not the old lady there. But maybe he saw that maybe he thought that I would just like go in the corner and cry or something, and not like kind of speak out / yell at him. But anyway, guys, am I a terrible person? I mean, the IKEA bag cost $1.50, and the stuff in it wasn't mine. I hadn't paid for it yet. Should I have just moved on, or should I have said something? Tell me if I'm a terrible person. I feel like I'm terrible, but, you know, and the manager hates me now because I stood up to him too. I'm like, no, you're going to go look at the camera and tell me who keeps taking my stuff. Because as far as I know, it was the same guy last time. Like, most people there aren't doing that. And I've never seen anyone walk up to my cart and take anything, not in this particular Denver location. So I'm thinking, you know, it could be that same guy last time where he just thought that I, you know, make a good target. I don't know. So we'll see. No one slashed my tires the next day. And the next day, the guy was there again. Actually, he wasn't embarrassed about it at all. He stayed the whole day, came back the next day. He has no embarrassment about trying to steal my IKEA bag. So he's fine. He's content in his own heart. To me, it's really weird. But But anyway, so I saw him the next day. Part of me wanted to make peace and just say, hey, you find anything good today? But then anything I say sounds smart aleck. Like, I truly just want friends versus enemies. So part of me, I was trying to think, what could I say to him that he's not going to think is smart aleck? Like, hey, you find any stuff of your own today or something? So I left it alone. But now I talked about it on my consignment thing. I have to find a solution, something bigger, that if they steal like my $50 cart, then, you know, maybe the Goodwill would do something. And anyway, I don't know what to do. Let's get on with it, guys. Oh, that's my story. That's my Goodwill Outlet horror story. It scares me to stand up to anybody there. I don't know who they are, or what they're doing, or if they're going to get mad at me out in the parking lot. I mean, I see these people over and over. If it was like in a store and then they're never going to see me again, that's different. But I don't like to be at odds with people anyway. All right, I need to check out and make sure that these aren't counterfeited that much, but I do know that I should be looking for this Jack Wolfskin, these jackets. Now, the store where I consign does know what these are. I think this is authentic. I've seen them before. So anyway, that's the little print. So they were bringing out so much winter. I felt like it was 90% winter the whole day that they kept just bringing out, but it's all right. This is a women's small. Otherwise, I would keep this because it's really cute. So I'll look it up. I'll double check my tags, make sure that I feel like this is authentic, and that should sell for a lot of money. That's one of my better things. All right, guys, this is a Gurin Brothers hat. Now, I'm pretty much picking up a lot of Western hats and things because of my friend up the street. I can, wheel and deal with him. But this one, it's pretty cute. I got to look it up, and it says something about Missy Banks. Missy Banks. And let's see. It is a medium. It's wool and made in the USA. So definitely either a little bit vintage or at least made in the USA. It needs a good dusting, which is what my friend does at his hat bar. He would clean this all up. But if it's worth money, I'll just say needs cleaned on eBay and just sell it. All right. There's a reason I bought this. Oh, I was going to say, oh, that was so big. I thought maybe that was a security tag. It felt, that button is so big. I thought, oh, no, I can't sell it now. This is Soft Surroundings. And it is a PM. So I got to see in Soft Surroundings, does that mean petite medium? I don't think so. This is a pretty long sweater. But anyway, just really gorgeous cardigan hooded sweater. I love this thing. So anyway, I'm going to save this till winter, or I might just throw it up on eBay now. Either I'll consign it, or I'm going to try to take a Google Lens photo or look up the style name and decide what to do with that one. All right. This is a Levi's shacket. I did so good on shackets last winter that I just decided that if I see a decent one in a decent brand, to go ahead and keep picking them up. It is a financial investment to be picking up winter stuff right now. I'm not kidding you, and so I don't love it. But this is an XL shacket with the Sherpa lining. So I'm going to go ahead and just list this right now, on eBay this week. Okay, this is a Calia bra. I got this for my consignment client. I'm going to get this washed, and I need to get that sent out, that bra thing, my bra lot to my girl. I've got a bunch of it washed and bagged, but I have whatever I found in this group, and I got to get that ready to go. Now this is Prana. This is a kind of it's not a mustard yellow, it's like a heathered kind of muted yellow, very cute, but I do good in Prana on substantial pieces, and this one is a pretty substantial piece. So I'm going to get that washed and get that listed. I just got a gift bag. I find cute things for myself. Let's see. I'll put that over there for now. Oh, goodness, guys. Okay. This is a, what is it? A Kindred Bravely bra. So right now I'm still consigning to my lady, or she buys from me. She pays me decently for the bras, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is all here. I don't know about this. Maybe this isn't here. I don't know. You know, I don't know how that works. I don't know if they're interchangeable or what. So I need to look this up, but I'll wash this and get some money for it from one angle or another. I'll either list it on eBay myself or get it to her. This is Tommy Bahama. It's white. Dangerous at the bins to pick up anything white. But I looked it over and I didn't see any yellowing or stains. And this is linen and it's a size XL. So I want to get this listed sooner rather than later. Let's see how I was just looking. I'm trying to find. I can tell it's 100% linen, but I'm making sure. Yep, 100% linen. I don't want that one to touch the floor because then it will be dirty or stained. Barefoot Dreams. It's my second or third piece of this that I found. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's just a sweatshirt. It's got a real cozy material. It's a small. At first I thought maybe it was shrunk, but this is a small, and it's got the kangaroo pocket, so I'm going to get that listed. All right, this is a Jamie Sadek. This does okay for me on eBay. I'm picking it up less and less, but this is a skort, and skorts seem to be doing well right now. So I guess I'll probably list this on eBay, I think. All right. Oh, yeah, I was like, I didn't pick up a suit, did I? But I did. This is a Nick Graham New York cut suit and pants. Suit jacket and pants. And so I went ahead, and I don't like doing suits, but this is kind of a, you know, a real thin blazer. Not thin, but like a small blazer. So anyway, I can just lay it out in my normal studio. You know, I think it's like a 30 something. It's a really small size. And I knew that, and I looked it up, and they still sell well. This is a 29 short. So on, you know, and but it's something about the New York cut that does really good. I just decided to go ahead and grab it. That should be about $40. All right, what do we have here? Is this Lululemon? I think maybe. No, it's yeah, it is. I think it is. I know I figured it out before because all I saw was this here. I'm trying to show you. All I saw was that, and I know that that is something, and I couldn't remember what then, and now I can't remember what, but I know I found it here. I think it's Lululemon, isn't it, guys? Anyway, it's something that I wanted to pick up. I know there's like a faint Lululemon thing on here or something. But anyway, I'll wash it and figure out what I have. I can't believe I can't. I know when I picked it up, I was like, oh yes, I figured it out. Because there is no tag at all. So it's got to be on here. It's got to be. Lululemon is just so weird that they do that. I mean, you know, if you're going to pay that much for something, don't you want people to know you got it on? I mean, there we go. There's hope. Okay, I will get that washed, and I will try to dig in the pockets and find the size tag. If not, I'll just measure it out. This is that second one. This is a much different green than you're showing, but it's just a Chico shell. I saved a listing that someone else had on here, and they have Slinky in it. This is like that Traveler's knit, even though it doesn't say Travelers. And so even these shells go for about $17. And so I think I'm going to group the three I have together, or just list them really fast and just take less. But they actually have a pretty decent sell-through. And here's the next one. This is like an olive green. It's so weird. Like the olive green, this is true to color, what's showing in my video cam. But that other green is so off. It's just odd how colors do that. But these are size 1s, and they're pretty desirable right now. People have them as a shell, as a wide strap top, and there's 2 or 3 keywords that I copied to use in those. All right. I think we're going to have to do 2 just because of my bins story. I took too long on telling you my sad bins theft story. This is Antonio Milani. I didn't know what consignment stores think of this, but I got it. It's new at tags. I'll peel off the sale price there. I will take a quick look on eBay and make sure, because this is like a really nice ombre type skirt or a splash thing there. I'll see if I can find this on there. It's a women's 4, so I probably won't put this on eBay, but it's got the belt with it, so I'm just going to consign this most likely. All right, I got to get this IKEA bag open. All right, I got this. I don't think it's worth anything. I think this is just for consignment, but this kind of stuff sells really good on consignment. It's not that old. It's Toy Story from, it doesn't even have a year, but it's not that old. All right. All right, this is a brand called Dope, and it says Dope MMIX, so you can look that up. It is kind of a bolo. This hoodie should easily go for like $30 plus. Dope MMIX, so I guess it's right here. It's easier to see. Dope and then MMIX. So I knew nothing about this brand, but I looked it up. So I'm going to get that washed and get that listed. Even though it's summer, I will do stuff like that. I can't think of what I sold today, but in this week, I've sold tons of sweaters, tons of long sleeve shirts. I don't think I sold a coat this week, but I'm selling a lot of what you would traditionally think of as winter stuff. Now this is RDALAMAL. I don't know anything about it, but if that's true that it was $108 and it is Anthropologie, I just picked it up because I will consign it if it ends up not to be worth anything. But I'm going to check it out. I actually really like that. No, it's a 6. I don't think I can wear a 6, but I do love it. I would wear that if it were my size. Okay, what am I looking at here, guys? I'm trying to find it. Oh, okay, Prana. This is a Prana sweater. It's a medium. I will probably go ahead and list this on eBay. I think that I'll put like 25 on it, maybe 30, and then wait for it. Or, you know, if winter comes and it's not as popular, I'll sell that. All right, now this I just picked up because, and I probably should have thought twice. Other people may not want a Norwegian sweater like this. They want more the Fair Isle type Nordic look. But in Norway, this would be ultra popular. This is just a Dale of Norway sweater. I would have worn this in Norway when I was there as an exchange student when I was young. So anything Norwegian is just nostalgic for me. I just pick it up. But this, I believe, would be a men's, most likely, a men's large. I will look this up. There are people who live in the United States, needless to say, from Norway, who would wear this around or to an event. And this sweater is just in gorgeous condition. So I'm going to look it up with the actual patch on it. I don't know what it's worth. So I probably paid like $5 for that thing. So hopefully it's worth something. And then I knew this right away. This is one of my best bin stories. I've had my bin stories just like we all do. We have stories of walking into the thrift and how could everyone else miss it. And there it is. Well, it was before COVID. So about 4 years ago, I was at the bins, and literally I found 13 or 14 storybook knit sweaters all in the same bin, and no one else cared. And I'm sitting there furiously, trying to pick them out and dig for them and find them. And they were the real nice ones. They had like banana buttons and school bus buttons and all of that. And I mean, I sold them all within about a month, and I got $30, $40, $50 a piece on those. So this one is a medium. It doesn't have the embellished buttons. It's a full zip, which I don't know. That might be more popular. So anyway, I was real excited about this sweater. I'm going to get that listed on eBay. If you don't know about storybook knits, I don't know. Maybe they've dropped in price. I haven't maybe I've had one here and there in the last 4 years since then, but I think it's still a bolo. I actually did not look it up to know. I've got to get the staples out of this. This is M-A-I-R-I. It's kind of a, you know, really nice printed sweater. I think I looked this up and it's worth going on eBay. I need to look it up again. If not, that'll be winter consignment. I didn't really go there with the intention of getting all of this winter stuff, but it just kept coming out, and that's what they had. So this is definitely, I think, consignment. I don't think Northern Apparel is a bolo on eBay. I better look it up just because I've been wrong before, but it's a really nice wool sweater, and this will do really good in a couple months on consignment if it isn't. And that's new with tags. Then Polo Ralph Lauren. This is pink sweater. This will do really good, cable knit. It is a large, you know, I'm assuming women's, but yeah, I think this is a women's large. I actually like this. I might actually try this on first. So I'm going to put that aside. If not, I'll sell that on eBay. Whew. All right. Then this is a really good one. This is called Islands Design. I don't think I looked it up. I think I just picked it up knowing that it would consign really well come winter. So I need to see what Islands Design, you know, sweater is about. These are made hand knitted. So I feel like I remember looking this up. But this is a small, won't fit me, but I love it. So I will figure that one out. Too much winter stuff, though, for the beginning of June, but it's okay. Probably I spent like $30 on stuff that come August I'm going to turn into about $300. But I hate to spend the 30 bucks now, but it is what it is. And then this is Naven. I am going to look this up. I just thought this would be a great consignment dress. It's more of a brighter coral than that's showing on the camera. It is a lined kind of, I guess this would be a skater dress, right guys? Am I getting that right now, that style? This would be considered kind of a skater dress. So I'll look it up. It's got a full zip in the back, and I will get some money on this. Oh, I want to stop that because that's on my watch later thing, and I want to watch it later. All right, so I got to look that one up. I got to look everything up. All right. That's the problem with, I have consignment, I have eBay, you know. So if I know something's good for consignment, I just pick it up. And then if it turns out to be good for eBay, that's great. If not, I'm moving a lot faster at the bins. So this is called Dakota West. This is just very pretty. It's like a sheer kind of cut out, I don't know, it's not feathers, but it's just really unique. I think it might be leather, actually. I don't see the tag. It's a full zip. Maybe it's on the back here. Nope. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm gonna say. Yeah, genuine leather. And anyway, I'm gonna figure this out. It's a small. So I'm gonna see how this does. If not, it's a really distinctive consignment piece. Then this is wooden ships. I didn't even look this up. I thought it would consign well in the winter. I love wooden ship sweaters. So this is a wooden ship scarf. I love this. I don't know. I might actually just even keep it for myself. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous scarf. I'm going to look it up. If it's worth, you know, 50 bucks, then I guess I'll give it up. But I actually really like that sweater. What is, oh, it's a guy skiing. I'm like, what is that? So it's someone skiing. Isn't that darling? Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to live in my Carhartt coat this winter, because that wouldn't look very good with a Carhartt. But hopefully I can find another, like, less rugged Wyoming coat. But last year I had to live in that Carhartt. It was so cold here. This is Sundance. Very cute. Much prettier than it looks. I love this, actually. And this is my size. I shouldn't be shopping for myself. Man, why? But this is cute. I am going to try that on. I love that. I need summer clothes. I'm wearing the same shirt like last week. And nothing wrong with that. I don't want to have 1,000 pieces in my wardrobe. It's too much work. I want to have just like 5 or 6 shirts. But right now, you know, I do wish I had something that I like more for summer. I just haven't had time to look. All right, this is a Wrangler. I don't pick up a ton of Wrangler, but this is a denim shirt. I'm picking up tons of denim shirts. I did so good last winter on them. And I'm going to go ahead and list this, and I'm going to literally put This is a 2XL, so I'm going to put $22.99 on this and see if I can get it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, what is this thing? By the time I get home, I forgot what I bought. This is Ralph Lauren. A nice dress. I do really good on eBay on Ralph Lauren dresses. And this is only a size, well, it's a size 12, which is decent. And it's got that, it's real heavy. It's a heavy feel. It's definitely lined. And, well, it's just straight polyester stretch, but it's good. I got to get that washed. Oh, let's see. I don't see the... Oh, this is a bra, maybe. I'm like, I don't see the bottoms to this. Oh, okay, Lululemon. There's a reason I bought it. So, I'm just going to throw this up on eBay or maybe send it to my consignment gal. I'll look at what I can get on that. All right. I'll show you this one, and then I'll have about 3 or 4 more bags on the next one. So we'll do one more. These I just pick up. I use them for Christmas gifts or whatever. Or I might start consigning this kind of stuff. Pick it up all year long and then consign it. Now this is a blanket haul. I do only pay about 70 cents a pound on the blankets. And I did so good, guys, on these blankets. This is, nobody else cared. Now there are times when there's one reseller there and they'll have their blue cart filled with blankets, and then they go all the way up to the top, like the top, and then they walk out with it. So they know their blankets. I'm not the only one. But as a rule, if they're not there, nobody else touches the used linens. Now, the new linens in package, there's a big fight for. But anyway, this is Faribault Woolen Mill Company out of Minnesota. It's Faribault. And the reason I knew about them is because any blanket that has satin edging that is vintage is a pickup for me. Even if this brand didn't really come up, I can almost always get $30 to $40 on a wool blanket that's satin edged. Waffle weave is even better if it were waffle weaved. And I used to worry about spreading it out, photoing every inch of the blanket. I don't do that. I shake it out like outside in the grass when it's dry, make sure that there are no pulls or stains or damage, and then I photo it in quarters. So like I will lay this up on my same thing over there, and I'll photo this, and then I'll photo this, and then I'll change it and I'll photo it again. And I guess it's because I have enough feedback on eBay and I have repeat customers for this kind of wool blanket that, you know, if I say checked thoroughly for holes or damage or stains, you know, none noted or none found, I don't have any trouble with anyone ever coming back and saying, you know, something's wrong with that. So that's going to go straight to eBay. I found these. These are really cute for like, you know, Halloween or whatever. They're brand new. It's a big, thick stack of kitchen towels. If you go to the bins enough, the last thing you need are kitchen towels. But I thought this one was really cute, and so I'll either use it as a gift or I will keep those. Probably use it as a gift. I've got too much stuff. Same here. I don't know if this is Faribault. This is a little bit of damage on this one. Just a little bit. But in a wool blanket, if it's a small thing, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, this is Faribault hand loomed, same brand. At the bins, I just lay it out there where nobody's going to walk through, but I shake it out, look at the entire thing before I buy it. If it gets on the floor, you know, it's fine. It'll dust off. These wool blankets are pretty resistant. So yeah, anyway, this one's gorgeous. We love these wool blankets on our bed, but it's hard for me to buy them because they're worth 40 or 50 bucks. And then we do have a dog with dog hair, so we need to wash our bedding a lot. So I love these, but I tend to do the vintage acrylic more than the actual 100% wool because I just wash them to death. So this is same thing, Faribault wool blanket with satin edging. So each of these should get me a minimum of $30 to $40. I need to look them up and make sure Faribault isn't even better. But anyway, guys, so I'm going to stop this video here. That's almost, 54 minutes of a haul plus my crazy bin story. So I'm going to stop this, deal with all of this. And then I have about 4 trash bags plus some garage sale haul that I want to show you. And then that way my area will be clean and I'll be ready to start taking photos. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and you'll see me again tonight. Just spread them out. If it's too much of me in one day, just watch them in a week or two, okay? Because you won't see much of me in the next week. I won't even do any shipping videos except Monday, maybe Tuesday if I don't leave till, you know, like Tuesday morning. But I am really trying to ship on Monday and then leave late Monday night, if at all possible. I don't know how it'll do, but so just I hope this isn't too much of one person. If you could, it really helps the channel if you make some comments, if you do the thumbs up, give me a like, and please subscribe if you haven't. I feel like I have some decent content. I'm the only person, well, no, I'm not the only person. I'm one of many, but I'm, you know, the crazy person who like drives 3 hours to run this business. So it can be done. No excuses. That's why my name on my thing is No Excuses Reseller, because if I can drive 6 hours round trip to make this happen, you can too. So it's it all works out. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.